What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are back with another episode of Warzone Bootcamp. Now, obviously the first two episodes, they were essentially unedited gameplay where I've gone from either the start of the game or halfway through the game, and without any edits I've pretty much shown you the whole rest of the game, obviously speeding a few things up and slowing a few things down, but there's no sort of cuts or anything like that. You can see exactly my thought process throughout the whole game. Now, for this one, it's going to be a little bit different. What I'm going to be doing is actually just going through a bunch of clips that I've got here of me sniping, and then rather than showing the whole game, I'm just going to show these clips and sort of run you through what I was thinking at the time, why I'm doing certain things, and essentially just giving you guys a few tips on how to snipe. Shout out to my man Simon for giving me the idea for this. I've actually thought about doing some sort of sniper guide for a while now, but it's kind of a hard topic to talk about because at the end of the day, sniping just comes down to practice. I've actually been playing shooters since I was about 11 years old and I'm now 24, so more than half of my life I've been playing shooters, and almost all that time I've been maining a sniper in every single game that I've played. The only one that I haven't really mained a sniper is Battlefront 2, which is where most of you guys probably know me from. So the time that you guys have known me, you probably don't know me as a sniper, but yeah, in every game that I've ever played, I always gravitate towards the snipers. I've always loved sniping, and of all the different types of guns in any game, sniping is pretty much always the one that I tend to be the best at compared to the others. So I thought I would bring you guys a bit of a sniper guide. There's not really going to be any like little tips and tricks. It's mostly just going through what I'm thinking at the time, how to get in better positions, just a few little things like that that are going to help you guys snipe. But just keep in mind that the number one thing that's going to improve your sniping is just practice, because like I said, I've been doing this for about 12 to 13 years now, and even still I'm not the best at it. So it will just take a lot of practice, but hopefully some of these tips in this video will help you guys out in the long run. Now, one thing that I do want to say is that the clips you're going to see throughout this video aren't going to be anything crazy good. I've actually sort of gone against just picking my best clips, and instead I'm just going to try and show some sort of regular gameplay, and I don't mean that as a flex, like, you know, I get 3 kills and I'm like, oh, that's just normal for me. There are some good ones in here, but the majority of this is just going to be sort of like regular gameplay. I'm just sort of showing you realistic examples rather than just showing the best possible clips and just telling you what to do, because at the end of the day, that's not the best way to learn. In my opinion, the best way to learn is by, you know, looking at realistic examples, because majority of you guys watching this are going to be, you know, like beginner snipers. This isn't going to be some sort of advanced sniping guide. This really is just sort of like a basic guide to sniping. So with that out of the way, let's get stuck into the clips. So this first one here, I was obviously playing quads with a couple of mates, and essentially what happened is we were sort of running towards the circle and we sort of noticed that there were a few behind us. And so what I did here, you can see that I'm trying to sort of keep the high ground. I think about now was sort of when they noticed the first enemies. And one thing I want to sort of point out here is the fact that I keep moving. Now you can see I shot him, I didn't just stay in the same spot. I move up sort of this ridge the whole time. Every single time I take a shot, you can see that I'm moving to a different spot. And I'm just doing that so that if there is someone who can see me that I can't see, then they're not going to get an easy shot on me. You can see now that I'm reloading, I've proned, I'm not peeking while I'm reloading. This guy doesn't know that I'm there, so it's just another easy shot. And you can see every single shot, these few here I'm not moving too much, but you can see these other shots I'm really trying to move along the ridge rather than just staying in the same spot, because it's going to leave you really open if someone can see you that you can't see. Now another example of this, which just actually happened the other day, so it's fresh in the mind for me. We sort of took this building down in downtown, and you'll see here in a minute that we saw a loadout drop dropping right below us. You can see it falling right there. So we knew people were down there. As soon as I peeked, you can see they knew that I was there. So my goal now is just to sort of find a different angle that they're not going to expect me from, and you can see now that I can sort of see them. They still know that I'm there, but I've just moved so that they don't know exactly the spot, and as you can see, they're just lining up for it. And if I quickly replay this in slow motion, you can see like every single time that I'm taking a shot, I'm moving back behind the cover. So what that does is, one, obviously when you're bolting the weapon, it's going to stop you from being shot, and two, you can see there that he actually hit the wall right in front of me, or the building I should say, and the reason for that is because when I move away, that's going to drag his aim assist a little bit, and so it's actually going to throw his shots off as well. So that's a perfect example of, you know, why you should always keep on the move. You can see here that if I just stayed peeking, I would have died straight away there. I would have maybe downed the first guy, but the other guy would have got me. But because I'm on the move, they had no chance there. Obviously, I'm in a good spot too. I was kind of just lucky that they're so far below us. But yeah, if I didn't stay on the move there, I would have absolutely been killed, and obviously I would have been rezzed anyway. But that is the difference, and especially in solos, that's not going to happen. Now, my good friend Hooter, shout out to you Hooter if you're watching, he goes down here, and we actually thought there was just one team down there. There was actually 2 in there inside of that van, so we had no idea that that was the case. I've only got an Odin and a Car 98, so obviously I'm not really fit to be going down there and trying to get them. What I'm doing here is really just trying to cover them, cover Hooter from, you know, being thirsted. And as you can see, we take one down, and then you can see here that I'm really tempted to sort of jump off and try and res Hooter, but instead I'm just going to hold my ground a little bit longer. I actually see the second guy run up to that van there, and then pretty much to the best of my ability, again, I'm trying to use cover to my advantage. I'd managed to sort of thirst this guy as he's going to get res. This guy actually downs my other teammate Bomber, and so now again you can see me sort of getting behind cover, and I just peek him here, manage to take him out, and I just get to Hooter in time for the res. So that's an example of both, you know, using cover to your advantage as well as actually playing it slow. I could have just rushed down there and tried to res Hooter, and I could have ended up dead as well, but I played it slow and luckily it worked out in the end. Now, speaking of playing it slow, that is definitely a big part of sniping, and one thing that I have to say, which should be pretty obvious, is aiming for the head. Now you can see here, I'm taking very slow shots here. I kind of watch these guys and see where they're going to get. I'm kind of waiting for him to stop and res there, and as you can see, he's stopping at the loadout. Again, easy pickings there. You don't want to sort of rush and sort of panic with those shots. It only took me 3 shots there to down all 3 of those guys, but if I was sort of rushing it and panicking, I may have missed a few shots, I may have hit some body shots and I didn't down them, and then they would have got away and stuff like that. So again, that's a very, very big tip there. It should be pretty obvious, always aim for the head, but a lot of people don't really, you know, people panic and they shoot as soon as they see someone, especially if someone doesn't know you're there. Always take your time with the shot. Now obviously another big part of sniping is positioning. This clip here you can see I'm playing with Doug, Sturm and Simon, and you can see that we're sort of pushing into the circle, and I don't want to be sort of down there on the ground considering I've only got an SMG and a sniper. I want to have either close range or long range, and I've sort of went for the long range option here. Now this rooftop is obviously a good little spot. You've got to cover from sort of every angle. You can see that I notice a few enemies over here, and rather than trying to shoot them straight away, I'm just alerting the boys that there's guys over here. I'm not going to shoot at them and let them know that we're here. And as you can see, I can clearly take some shots here, but I'm actually just deciding to not. I'm playing it slow, letting the boys know where they are, and then now that the fighting starts, that's when you start trying to, you know, position yourself well. So I know that guy's there. He has no idea that I'm here though, so as you can see, I can take him out. I know his teammates are going to be coming, so again, I pull out the sniper, try and get rid of the guy who has seen me. This other dude has not seen me, he's over on the left there, so again, I'm in a good position. He has just no idea that I'm there. He's distracted by Simon. And I could push down here now and sort of get, you know, closer to the boys, but I'm in a good spot, and if I see anyone else, I can let them know. So I'm staying up here in the good position. Someone actually starts getting shot from the left over here, and we didn't know that there. That's a whole other team, and as you can see, the guy doesn't know I'm there. I'm in a good spot. Easy kill. So those are the examples of what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's actually best to, like, I don't want to say split up from your teammates, but sometimes just getting in a sort of alternative position so that if your teammates are getting shot at, you can be there to sort of pick up the crumbs and get a few easy kills and let them know what's going on. That is going to do it for this one though, guys. This was essentially just a bit of a trial run to see if you guys do like this format more than the other format. I'll probably bounce back and forth between like the full length gameplays and then these ones. So let me know what you guys thought of this one. And if you do want more sniper stuff, then definitely let me know down in the comments. Sniping is something that I could probably talk about forever. I love sniping. It's pretty much every loadout that I have has a sniper in it, or the ones that I use have a sniper in them. And if you guys do want to see more sniper guides and stuff like that, then let me know, because I can try and pump these out, you know, once every couple of weeks or something like that. So the other thing that I might actually do is sort of like do the regular style that I was doing where it was a whole game, but I might do it with a sniper and actually go through a whole game with you guys and talk about like genuine positioning, as in what areas of the map I'm going to, what snipers I'm running, stuff like that. So yeah, any ideas at all, be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know. This series really is for you guys, it's not for me. So if there's anything specific you want to know why I'm in certain areas of the map, which classes I'm using, even stuff like how, you know, learning how to lead your shots and stuff like that. Anything like that, let me know down in the comments and I'll be sure to pump out a video for you guys. That is going to do it for this one, guys. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like down below, and if you are new, then consider subscribing to the channel with those notifications on. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.